edition of Lone Star Conference All Access. I'm Travis Whipple, joined as always by Commissioner Stan White. And Commissioner, thanks for joining us as we kind of wrap up the NCAA convention and LSC meetings and want to talk about the 2012 Lone Star Football Festival.
Yeah, that's another exciting thing that came out of our meetings in Indianapolis back on January 13th. The presidents voted in that meeting to support going forward with the Lone Star Football Festival. As you know, our inaugural event was in 2011 and enjoyed quite a bit of success on a number of different levels. And so we are excited to bring this event back to Cowboys Stadium in 2012 and just really looking forward to putting on another great event for our student athletes, for our coaches, and for our fans.
It was absolutely an outstanding event last year, and building off of that, a little bit of a change to the format, going to move it to 2 days and 6 games.
Yeah, you know, it was a great thing. The only downside to it was we only had 5 of our 9 football teams on display, and so looking to ways to make the festival better and turn into a truly a festival atmosphere, we decided let's bring in all 9 conference teams and have them on display on one weekend. And so the format will change to 2 days. There will be a triple header both days, and so Friday you'll have a noon game, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and then Saturday, noon, 4, and 8. So, you know, if you do the math there, you think, well, how in the world is 9 teams going to add up to 6 games? And I'll tell you, we're going to have 4 conference games, and that'll take care of 8 of our teams, and then we'll have 1 non-conference game. If you remember, last year Abilene Christian played North Alabama. This year Angelo State is going to play Valdosta State from Georgia, also from the Gulf South Conference. And Valdosta is a 2-time Division II national champion, winning in 2004 and 2007. So we feel real good about the non-conference matchup that we've been able to line up. And then the 6th game is going to be a high school game. You know, when you expand into Friday, around this part of the country, everybody knows that Friday is high school football day, and so we're cognizant of that. We didn't want to just move into their territory, but we see that as an opportunity. We're going to play conference games at noon on Friday with Eastern New Mexico and Incarnate Word, and then at 4 o'clock with Midwestern State and Texas A&M Commerce, and then that 8 o'clock slot on Friday will be a high school game, and we're excited to announce that pairing at another time. But we feel like bringing in a high school game, making it as a part of our event, will kind of bridge the communities between our athletic teams and the high school programs that we recruit from. We think it'll be a great opportunity for those programs, those communities, to be exposed to the type of football we play and the type of universities that we offer here in the Lone Star Conference. And then on Saturday, we'll continue with the college games. We'll start off with Angelo State and Valdosta State at noon. It'll be followed by Abilene Christian and Tarleton State at 4 o'clock. And then we'll round out the festival, as we did this last year, with West Texas A&M taking on Texas A&M Kingsville.
Commissioner, you talked a little bit about the high school strategy, obviously a little bit of a change this year. What are some other factors in making this a unique and exciting experience for all involved?
Yeah, just like the high school aspect to it, we're trying to be strategic with this event. You know, it's not just showing up and playing football games. You know, obviously at Cowboys Stadium, you're associating yourself with a brand that we think elevates the perception of how we operate. We are glad to be able to host an event at Cowboys Stadium because it's a first-class venue. We think that lines up with our strategies and our vision really for the conference, in that we want to provide a first-class experience for our student athletes. We don't want to just be another conference. We want to be that one conference that provides a unique and a superior experience. And so we think that this event allows us to make strides in that area. Being that the event is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area over in Arlington, we want to be intentional about using this event or our institutions being able to use this event to reach out to former students, former student athletes. We want to celebrate our history. but we also want them to have an opportunity to put themselves on display so that they might be able to recruit future students and even future student athletes from this area. And so it's a very strategic event. We're intentional about the purposes. You mentioned, like the high school, that just adds a whole new element of where the conference can stand to gain by hosting this event at Cowboys Stadium. So we're excited about that new element, and we're committed to keeping strategy behind this event.
Absolutely. It's going to be another great event. We look forward to learning more in the coming weeks. This has been another Lone Star Conference All Access. Don't forget to follow Eastern New Mexico all week right here.